Hi everybody, and welcome to the chord form instructional video number 3. When I talk about chord forms, as you know from the first two videos, I'm talking about the C form, I'm talking about the G7 form that goes with it as the 5-7, I'm talking about the D form and the A7 that would go with it in the 1-5-7 combination, and I'm going to talk about the F form and the C7 that would go with it, and the A form and of course the E7 that goes with it. Before I do that, what I wanted to do was to explain something. I talked about scales before. We've done the C scale. The first note in that C scale is the 1, which we attribute to the 1 chord. The 4 chord is the chord named after the 4th note of the scale, F. And the 5-7 chord is named after the 5th note of the scale, the G. It is the 5-7 because we play it as a dominant 7th chord to accompany a lot of our songs in the key of C. So consequently, those three chords, the 1, the 4, and the 5-7, or in this case when we're accompanying the 1 and the 5-7, work for 2 chord songs in a key. You know that we play an F scale, and the F scale notes would be F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, and F. Those would be the notes within the F scale. The 1 note then relays to the 1 chord. But I want to talk about this 1 chord. The 1 chord, as we play it, and we often do play it this way in the ukulele, has an A on the G string, a C note open, an F pitch on the E string, and an A note open, an A string with an A note open. Technically, a chord probably shouldn't have 2 third notes in it. We should probably be including a third wherever we can. It's a very important note in the chord. It's always nice to have the root, but the third's really important. And it's really nice when we can have the 5th, the C. But the rule that we tend to follow is you either double the root or you double the 5th. And in the case of this F chord, it's easiest for us to double the 5th, adding another C. F, G, A, B flat, C. The 5 is easily doubled here and with the open string C. Okay, so I've now got an F chord. If I want to make this into an F7, I add in a dominant 7th chord the 7th note flatted. The 7th note in an F scale, F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, flatted would be E flat. So when I play my F chord with the doubled 5th, I can create an F7 chord by simply putting down the E flat pitch. The E flat is found on the C string, 3rd fret. So watch. I put down my ring finger on the E flat, I take my pinky finger and I attach it to the C. I now have an F7 chord. Neat, huh? But watch as we go back to learning about the 1-5-7 combination. Watch where that started. Watch to see the origin of that F7 position. So folks, this is an A chord. There's my C sharp, there's my A, I have an E, and I have an A pitch. These notes make up my A chord. Doubled root, by the way, a high A and a low A. When I accompany it with a 5-7, I need an E7. Notice, there's my pitch on the G sharp note, there's my D, and there's my B, and an E in the middle. Watch what happens when I go back to chord forms. Remember what I said, we want to free up our first finger to be a bar. We want to free it up to help us shorten the string. So here's my A chord played with my middle 2 fingers. When I move it up, I can put down a bar flat like so. Or what I can do is just pinch the last 2 remaining strings that haven't been covered. You should recognize that as a B flat chord. Another name for a B flat chord, by the way, is A sharp. So by playing the A chord up a semitone, covering the other 2 strings because I have to keep it consistent, I now have my B flat. There's a B, And by the way, the 3rd fret's a C, C sharp, and D in the 5th fret. I form, around the A form of the chord, a D chord. So I've got a D chord here on the 5th fret. Back here it's an A chord in this form. The 5-7 that goes with it is the E7. My first finger is saved. The string that is currently not covered is the E string. All the other ones, the E is not covered and the A string is covered on the B note. Watch what happens. I'm moving it up a semitone. This first finger is available to put down on the F note, which is the E string to cover it. My new chord is? That's right, it's an F7. F7 is the 5-7 of B flat. It started as an A, E7. When I moved it up, keeping my first finger available, I moved it up. I have B flat and F7. B, F sharp 7. C, G7. That's right, folks. This is the same combination as this. 1, 5, 7. It follows. So now you've got another chord form to follow all the way up the neck. The A to E7 combination, B flat to F7, B to F sharp 7, C to G7. I can keep going to D to A7, D to A7, D to A7. And the last chord form, and it's the one that you probably are most familiar with other than the C, G7, is F and C7. And it again follows the same thing. Keep my first finger loose and available. Here's my F chord. And I have my C7 chord. If I move that up one semitone, bar it, it's now F sharp. There's my C sharp 7. Back to F sharp. Watch this. G chord. D7. G. If I go up to the 5th fret, B flat, F7, B flat. Hey! B flat, F7, B flat, B flat, F7, B flat. What you've just realized is that you now have chord forms, 4 of them total, that you can use all the way up the neck. What you've also realized, if you can learn those chord forms for the major chords and the 7 chords in those 4 positions, the circle of fifths, that exercise, that activity, and the benefit of it become automatic. It means that you can play different songs all the way up the neck. It means that you have chords available to you, major chords and 7 chords available to you all the way up the neck. I have a bonus video in this set that deals with minor chords, and I'm going to give that to you in the next video. But for now, you have the ability to be able to take this and to use it to your advantage to be able to play songs and make music on the ukulele. I hope you found this helpful. Good luck to everybody. Have fun.